Consistency is indeed the narrow path to success. And when I say it's the narrow path to success, I mean this literally. Because the thing is that if consistency were that easy, if it were just a matter of starting from point A to point B in a straight line with no obstacles, setbacks, or problems, effortlessly moving from point A to point B to your destination of your goal, then everybody would be doing it. And there is a strong disadvantage in this whole idea that a goal to be achieved can be achieved in a straight line. Goal achievement is more of a zigzag up and down pattern, like a lightning bolt. You don't move from point A to point B in a straight line. It is absolutely necessary that you have problems, setbacks, and challenges along the way before you reach your goal. Why? Because it is much more important who you become than just the arriving to the goal. Let me repeat that. It is much more important becoming the person who can handle the goal once it is reached. And I repeat, if consistency were easy and without effort, then everybody would do it. Everybody would be able to achieve all of their goals with no problem whatsoever. But the idea is this, is that consistency is counterintuitive to human nature because it is difficult. If given the option of walking through two doors, one door is partially open and the other door is closed, most people will immediately, without thinking, walk through the door that's partially opened because the human condition looks for convenience and ease over difficulty. But the thing is, the irony is that the greater the struggle, the sweeter the victory, and the stronger and more transformed the person becomes once they have overcome the difficulties that lead to success and that allow them to arrive to success as a stronger, more creative, more resourceful, more resilient, and more powerful person. This is the blessing of overcoming obstacles along the way to becoming consistent and achieving your goal. Now let me ask you, what makes you consistent? What makes you consistent? Because we don't procrastinate about everything, no more than we are consistent about everything. We only procrastinate not out of fear, but when we feel overwhelmed and unable to handle the situation, at least in thought. And this imaginary feeling of overwhelm, of not being able to handle the situation, causes a hesitation or fear reaction, which translates into procrastination. But the idea of a person who is consistent is that he feels the fear, but does it anyway. He doesn't let the discomfort of doubt stop him from doing it anyway. And the idea of being consistent is that you have to find something you are willing to be consistent for, no matter what. And once you find a why great enough to make you want to do whatever it takes to be consistent, you will be consistent and you will achieve your goal. You see, consistency follows your innermost vision, and you must have an important vision in order to be consistent. In fact, in Proverbs 29:18 of the Holy Bible, we read, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." And I could not agree more, because without vision, you have no purpose, you have no forward movement, you have no reason to get up every day other than to go through routines like a hamster running in a wheel. When we get up and do tasks and jobs like a hamster in a wheel, which leads to nowhere and does not fulfill your purpose. So keep this in mind, is that you are here on this earth to fulfill a mission that God has placed in your heart. And it is placed in your heart in the form of what we call talents and natural abilities. From these talents and natural abilities spring forth the vision of what you must do. When you turn away your head from what you know that is in your heart, that you know what's true, that you know what you must do, you will perish emotionally, spiritually, and financially. Set out each day to place the perfect brick. What I mean to say is, don't set out to build a wall all at once. Set out each day to place the perfect brick for that day. And in time, the wall will take care of itself. The practice of consistency comes down to seeing that one important unit that we call each day is all there is, and it is all that we need, if we do not waste this precious and blessed unit that we call this day. How I use the present moment is more important than what will happen to me in the future, because how I use this moment will determine what I will experience in the future. So, present moment reality is the opportunity to place the perfect brick and to create the future that you want. So, follow your innermost vision, and consistency will. This is yours truly, Charles Prosper, your consistency success coach, wishing you, as always, to remain consistent and to be successful.